The Youth America's Cup kicked off with some punchy conditions a few days ago that made it clear, if nothing else, that this series was going to be well worth watching. When racing got back underway yesterday with Group B, the non-America's Cup teams, the story was very different. But in this case, the light and tricky conditions played a big part in a chaotic race. Here, the Spanish won the only race that was won. Today saw a return to lumpy, tricky conditions which brought the racing to life. Keeping the AC40s on their foils was difficult, especially through the jibes. But as the 5 races that were run played out, a pattern started to appear, at least at the front of the fleet, where the Swedish Challenge Youth team won 4 out of 5 of the races.
It's hectic. I mean, we've been sailing this boat quite a lot, especially compared to the rest of them, but we're still out there and try to be locked in, but it's really tricky, especially with the waves. I mean, the breeze is fine in this boat usually, but as soon as we have wavy condition, it's a lot going on, and you always need to be on top of it to keep the boat on the right track and going fast. So super tricky, but super fun.
Their run of successes wasn't that easy though. Andu Team Australia was starting their racing in good form. They won the first race. They were often leading around the first gate, only to lose their lead later on in manoeuvres. Their most spectacular crash came in the pre-start of the final race, in a massive nosedive. Not only did this fill up the boat at a crucial moment, but it took the wind instruments off the bowsprit. This put the boat into full manual mode. So to see them drain the boat and get back underway was impressive, but to see them finish the race in third said much about their determination and ability.
Yeah, well, on the leeward side, I mean, I probably shouldn't say it, but it's kind of cool going. You're going really fast and then you come to a stop pretty quickly, and there's not a whole lot you can do. You just know it's happening and you've got enough time to sort of get yourself strapped in a little bit with your hand, but yeah, it's something I don't want to do again, that's for sure. You know, it's not really good for your racing. But we came back up without the wind gear, and that means you can't see your true wind angle where you're heading is on the course, and you're just sort of a bit old school in the way you're sailing the boat. And I think actually we did really well. We started last, unfortunately, but we just made our way through the fleet and probably had one of our better boat handling performances from that point on.
Just behind them in third place in the overall stakes is the Spanish team, who had a more erratic day, but nonetheless finish it in the critical top 3 that will head to the semi-finals, at least at the moment. 2 more races are planned for tomorrow for Group B, so there's plenty more that could change. Having said that, it looks likely that barring a complete disaster, the Swedish will go through. After Group B, Group A is scheduled for 4 races. So if you like AC40s, and you should, tomorrow looks like a big day. Something we're getting quite used to saying. And just in case you hadn't noticed, yesterday was the first official day of autumn. Can you tell? See you tomorrow.